Have you ever felt as though every day is nothing more than a race? A race to earn enough. A race to fulfill responsibilities. A race to take care of everyone around you. Yet no matter how hard you run, peace always seems just beyond your reach. Perhaps tonight, you are carrying burdens that no one else can see. The weight of work. The responsibilities of family. The quiet fear of an uncertain future. If that is where you are today, take a deep breath and stay with us for a little while. Here at Zen Sunrise Life, we believe that some of life's greatest answers are not found in modern success, but in the timeless wisdom left behind by those who walked this earth more than 2,000 years ago. These are not merely stories from history. They are stories about courage, about patience, about humility, about resilience, and above all, about discovering the strength that already lives within us. Perhaps, among these ancient stories, you will discover the answer your heart has been searching for. Now, let us turn back the pages of time. More than 2,000 years ago, during China's spring and autumn period, the land was divided among many rival states. Kings fought relentlessly for power. Armies marched across mountains and rivers. Countless lives were consumed by endless wars. Yet while kingdoms competed with swords, another battle was quietly unfolding. A battle for wisdom. Across the land wandered philosophers, teachers, and seekers of truth. They carried no weapons. They commanded no armies. Their greatest strength was not force, but understanding. They believed that before a person could change the world, they must first learn to master themselves. The lessons they left behind have endured through the rise and fall of kingdoms. They have survived empires, crossed generations, and even today, they continue to illuminate the lives of those willing to listen. Our story begins in the humble state of Wei. Nestled beneath rolling mountains stood a quiet village surrounded by endless forests of bamboo. The people there lived simple lives. They rose before sunrise, worked until the last light faded beyond the hills, and asked for little more than enough food to share with their families. Among them lived a young man named Lin. His father had passed away when he was only a child. His mother survived by weaving cloth from dawn until dusk. To help support his family, Lin spent every morning climbing the mountain to cut bamboo. He owned little. No wealth, no title, no powerful family, only an old axe, and a heart filled with hope. Every morning, as the first rays of sunlight slipped through the mist, he whispered the same promise to himself. If I keep working hard, tomorrow will surely be better than today. But life has a way of testing even the strongest hopes. For beyond the distant mountains, a storm was beginning to gather, and that storm was about to change Lin's life forever. End of Part A. The following morning, the wind arrived before the sun. Dark clouds rolled across the mountains like silent armies preparing for battle. The birds that usually filled the forest with songs had disappeared. Even the bamboo leaves, which danced so gracefully every morning, stood strangely still. Lin looked toward the distant peaks. Something felt different. His mother stepped outside carrying a small basket of food. She glanced at the sky and spoke softly. "Perhaps you should stay home today." Lin smiled. "If I don't work today, we won't have enough rice next week." He picked up his old axe and began the familiar climb toward the bamboo forest. With every step, the wind grew stronger. By the time he reached the mountain, the first drops of rain began to fall. Within moments, the peaceful forest had become a roaring sea of green. The towering bamboo stalks bent violently beneath the force of the storm. Branches snapped. Leaves swirled through the air. Thunder shook the valley. Lin had never witnessed such a terrifying storm. He searched desperately for shelter beneath a rocky cliff. As lightning flashed across the sky, his eyes caught something unexpected. Not far away, an ancient man sat quietly beneath a large stone overhang. His robe fluttered in the wind. His white hair danced like silver threads. Yet his face remained calm. He simply watched the storm. Not with fear, but with quiet understanding. Curious, Lin approached. "Master," he shouted above the howling wind. "Shouldn't we run before the mountain collapses?" The old man looked at him and smiled. "My young friend, tell me, what do you see?" Lin frowned. I see destruction. The wind is breaking everything. The bamboo will not survive this. The old man slowly raised one finger toward the forest. Look again. Lin stared into the storm. Towering oak trees fought fiercely against the wind. Their thick branches resisted every powerful gust. One by one, the loud cracking sounds echoed through the mountains. Massive limbs crashed to the ground. Some trees were torn from the earth completely. But the bamboo did something different. Instead of resisting, it bent, it bowed, it moved with the storm. Every fierce gust pushed it almost to the ground. Yet when the wind passed, the bamboo slowly rose again. Still standing, still alive. The old man smiled. Now tell me, which is stronger? Lin answered without hesitation. The oak. The old man gently shook his head. The oak appears strong, but it mistakes stubbornness for strength. He pointed toward the bamboo once more. The bamboo understands something the oak never learned. Lin listened in silence. The bamboo does not surrender. It simply knows when to bend. It loses nothing by yielding for a moment, but it gains everything by surviving. The storm continued to rage around them. For a long time, neither of them spoke. Only the sound of the wind filled the valley. Finally, Lin asked, "Master, are you saying we should always give in?" The old man chuckled softly. No. To bend is not to surrender. It is to choose wisdom over pride. There are moments when standing firm is necessary, and there are moments when survival requires humility. The truly wise person knows the difference. Those words settled deep within Lin's heart. He had spent his whole life believing that strength meant never giving up, never changing, never yielding. But as he watched the bamboo dancing with the storm, he began to wonder. Perhaps real strength looked very different. Hours later, the storm finally passed. Sunlight slowly broke through the heavy clouds. The forest fell silent once again. Lin stepped outside the shelter. Many of the mighty trees lay broken across the mountainside. Yet the bamboo forest remained standing. Its leaves still glistened beneath the morning light. The old man picked up a single bamboo leaf that had landed at his feet. He handed it to Lin. Keep this. One day, you will understand why the strongest heart is often the gentlest one. Before Lin could ask another question, the old master quietly walked down the mountain path. Within moments, he disappeared into the morning mist. Lin stood alone, holding the small bamboo leaf in his hand. He had come to the mountain hoping to earn enough to feed his family. Instead, he was leaving with something far more valuable. A lesson that would soon be tested in ways he could never imagine. Several weeks passed. The storm had become nothing more than a distant memory for most of the villagers. The broken trees were cut into firewood. The damaged roads had been repaired. Life slowly returned to its familiar rhythm. But for Lin, the old master's words never left his mind. The bamboo does not surrender. It simply knows when to bend. He repeated those words every morning as he climbed the mountain. Yet he still did not fully understand them. Until the day his life changed once again. One afternoon, a wealthy merchant arrived in the village. His caravan stretched farther than anyone had ever seen. Dozens of horses. Heavy wagons filled with silk, tea, and precious goods. He was searching for workers to cut bamboo for the construction of a great estate. The pay was generous. Far more than the villagers had ever earned. Everyone rushed to offer their services. Lin was chosen among them. For the first time in years, hope filled his mother's eyes. Perhaps their days of poverty were finally coming to an end. But fortune often arrives carrying another test. Several days later, one of the merchant's most valuable wagons became trapped while crossing a muddy mountain road. The caravan came to a halt. The merchant grew impatient. His servants shouted. Some blamed the drivers, others blamed the workers. Soon arguments turned into anger. One by one, people began accusing each other. Finally, the merchant pointed at Lin. You were responsible for clearing this road. If these goods are damaged, you will repay every coin. Lin was stunned. He knew he had done nothing wrong. The blocked road had been caused by the recent rains. For a moment, his heart filled with anger. He wanted to argue, to defend himself, to prove his innocence. Then, Almost like a whisper carried by the wind, he remembered the bamboo. He remembered the storm. And he remembered the old master's calm voice. Choose wisdom over pride. Lin lowered his head. He did not argue. Instead, he quietly picked up a shovel. Without saying another word, he began removing rocks and mud from the road. Some workers laughed at him. Others whispered that he was weak. But Lin continued working, hour after hour, until the path was clear. Seeing his determination, several villagers joined him. Then more. Soon nearly everyone was working together. By sunset, the wagon finally rolled free. The merchant stood silently watching. He realized something. The young man he had wrongly accused had never spoken a single word of resentment. Instead of defending his pride, he had solved the problem. The merchant walked toward Lin. I judged you unfairly. I owe you an apology. Lin simply smiled. There is nothing to forgive. The merchant looked at him with genuine respect. In all my years of traveling, I have met many strong men, but today, I met a wise one. That very evening, the merchant offered Lin a permanent position managing all of his bamboo forests. The salary was more than Lin had ever imagined. His family's struggles slowly disappeared. His mother no longer had to work until her hands bled. Their small house was repaired. And for the first time in many years, laughter returned to their home. Years later, Lin himself became known as a respected teacher. People often asked him the secret behind his success. He never spoke about wealth. He never spoke about luck. Instead, he would quietly pick up a piece of bamboo, hold it in his hands, and say, "The day I stopped trying to prove I was right, was the day my life truly began." Ancient wisdom tells us that strength is not measured by how hard we resist. Real strength is measured by how wisely we respond. The bamboo survives not because it is harder than the oak, but because it understands what the oak never did. Life is not a battle that must be won every single day. Sometimes, the greatest victory is choosing peace over pride, patience over anger, wisdom over ego. Perhaps today, you are standing in the middle of your own storm. Perhaps someone has misunderstood you. Perhaps life feels unfair. Perhaps you are carrying burdens that no one else can see. If so, remember the bamboo. Not every challenge requires a fight. Not every insult deserves a reply. Not every storm is meant to defeat you. Some storms arrive only to teach you how strong your roots have become. Life will always have its storms. But after every long night, the sunrise will always return. If today's story has given you a new way of seeing your own journey, we warmly invite you to subscribe to Zen Sunrise Life. Together, let us welcome every sunrise with a timeless story, and end each day with wisdom that has endured for centuries. Thank you for spending these moments with us. May your heart remain peaceful, may your spirit remain strong, and may you always find the courage to rise again. Until our next story.